Well, you know what? If you look at somebody did the stats, and remember a week ago when Donald Trump took to the stage in Cleveland and gave his speech, he didn't really go after Hillary Clinton very much. However, if you look at the number of times the Democrats have gone after Donald Trump as opposed to the number of times Republicans went after Hillary, the RNC mentioned Hillary 203 times over 4 days. The DNC has mentioned Trump 332 times over 3 days. And you know what that shows? It shows that the Democrats must really be nervous when even the commander-in-chief is in attack mode. And you look at the polls, and right now Trump, according to the Real Clear average, is ahead.
Every speaker was attacking him. You see Tim Kaine there. He was calling him a liar. Then you had the president. President Obama took the stage and said that Trump promotes fear, said that the American dream is something that no wall will ever contain.
Well, here's the other issue. The president should not be attacking the outgoing president, who's a lame duck in his final months. I don't think it's becoming to be attacking a Republican or the opposite party. You go out there, you talk about what you've accomplished and maybe what the next person in your party can do. I thought it wasn't unexpected, but I thought it was inappropriate for him to continue to go at Donald Trump personally. I wish he would show that type of anger against ISIS, against Russia, and all the other countries that seem to be disrespecting us around the world.
Trump is doing better than Hillary right now. If you look at the polls, they have to be nervous about that.
For the first time since the nominations were apparent, Donald Trump has the lead on the Real Clear average, and that L.A. Times poll yesterday showed a 7-point lead for Donald Trump.
And here's the thing. The president has made it very clear he's going to be out on the trail stumping for Hillary, I believe, every day in October, so that's going to be interesting. But, you know, what we saw last night, maybe Hillary's not going to attack the president per se, or rather attack Donald Trump per se, but the president can do it because it's, you know, you have your surrogates do it. Besides, remember, it was 4 years ago at the convention, 4 years ago, the Democrats, where the deal was struck. Bill Clinton would go out and endorse Barack Obama, and then 4 years later, Barack Obama would endorse Hillary Clinton over Joe Biden.
And how about the embrace? After he spoke, Hillary Clinton makes the surprise appearance, as you saw, comes out on stage and embraces him in that long hug.
Big hug.
They had a lot of stars there last night, so this time the president, the soon-to-be former president, hoped to be hugging the future president, for at least that's what Barack Obama thinks. Meanwhile, while I hit the trail with Donald Trump, and I was able to hit the trail with Donald Trump in Pennsylvania yesterday, about 2 hours from here. So, Donald Trump, you packed this arena in Pennsylvania. There's a sense in that room that for the first time in a long time, a Republican can win this state.
Well, I think we're going to win it. It's a great state. The miners are out of business. The gas is being regulated to a point where they can't produce. We have so many problems in Pennsylvania. We're going to put the miners back to work. We're going to put the steel workers back to work. We're going to bring jobs back to Pennsylvania.
How hard is it to watch speech after speech? The only thing that's constant is personal hits on you. You watch, you take it in. How hard is that?
Well, they don't all hit me, but some of them do, and they try and hit you as hard as possible, and it's mostly false stuff. But I get it. I mean, it's the way it goes. It's called politics. But look, they're doing their thing. They're trying to win. They're trying to justify 8 years of horror.
So you're not taking it personal?
I guess I take it a little bit personally, but you can't let it get you down. You have to go out.
You went and did a press conference, and one line is getting a lot of press. You said,
Russia, if you're listening, I hope you're able to find the 30,000 emails that are missing.
Clinton campaign says this is a national security issue. Now, the idea that you've had any American calling for a foreign power to commit espionage in the U.S. for the purpose of somehow changing an election, I think that we are now in a national security space. Your reaction?
You have to be kidding. His client, his person, deleted 33,000 emails illegally. You look at that. And when I'm being sarcastic with something, first of all, they don't even know. Of course I'm being sarcastic. But you have 33,000 emails deleted. And the real problem is what was said on those emails from the Democratic National Committee. You take a look at what was said on those emails. It's disgraceful. It's disgraceful. They talk about religion. They talk about race. They talk about all sorts of things, including women. And what they said on those emails is a disgrace.
When you look at Vladimir Putin, you said he's a great leader of his country, but he's also a guy that...
No, I didn't say that. I said he's a better leader than Obama.
But he does get rid of...
I said he's a better leader than Obama, because Obama's not a leader. So he's certainly doing a better job than Obama is, and that's all. Now look, you have to understand, Putin, if we could get along with Russia, I think that would be a good thing, not a bad thing. We don't get along with Russia. You practically don't get along with too many.
But we have a criteria to be friends with somebody. So if they're going to invade the Ukraine, if they're going to buzz our ships that they're doing right now, and
you know why? You know why they do that? Because they have no respect for our leader. That's why they do it.
They have no respect. If they did that with you in office,
they have zero respect for our leader.
If they showed no respect,
I don't think they'd be doing that. I don't think they'd be doing that for 1 minute.
Because?
Because I think they'll respect me.
Because
they don't respect President Obama.
Would you answer with force?
I'm not going to tell you what I do. Why would I tell you a thing like that? Wouldn't that be crazy to tell you what I do? You react at the time. Part of the problem with this country is they go and they say, we're going to do this, we're going to attack here, we're going to send this many men. No. You got to keep it a little bit secret. Got to keep it a little bit secret. You got to have it to yourself a little bit.
Lastly, personal question. How hard was it, if at all, as a parent, to watch your kids?
I was so proud of my kids and my family, the way they got up at that unbelievable moment and made these incredible speeches.
I've loved and respected him.
You are my hero, my mentor, my best friend.
And I love him with all my heart.
You don't get choked up when something like that
happens?
Well,
I don't know.
You don't want to show your softest side.
But I was so proud of them. I mean, I was watching. I think I was so proud I maybe don't get choked up for that reason. I had a good life, wonderful family, wonderful business, wonderful everything. I didn't need to do this. I'm getting to know the American people. These are amazing people, and they're tired of being pushed around. They're tired of working harder than they did 18 years ago and making less money. It's an incredible, beautiful movement. We're going to make America great again, and we're going to make America safe again.
You know, we expanded on the controversy with the Russian situation. He had no idea it was a big deal because he's gone from Doral, Florida, flew to Scranton, sold the place out, and then he was going to Toledo. When I even asked the Russian question, he was like, why do you ask?
Because
of course
he was joking.
He was joking. And that I'm watching every network, and thankfully Brett Baer put it on, is like, listen, we are accused of not having a sense of humor, but guys like Jon Stewart and all these people, they'll take a clip from our show and they'll make us seem like morons, when in reality, we're having a good time. And that's what he does on the stump.
Excellent job. Have you noticed, I know you've interviewed him before, have you noticed a change in him becoming more?
So much better.
Yeah.
So much more focused. I think he's 80% better than he was 2 months ago.
And you're going to have a little more interview with him coming up a little later in the program.
Yes,
Excellent
we will.
job.
Yeah.
Thank you.
By the way, Brian spent 5 hours in the car yesterday to get that job.
And Samantha and Allison had to put up with me. So, and they drove. So thanks.
Are we there yet? Are we there yet?
Yeah.